from RTO here. Welcome to a Super Friday. 3 shows for you today. And we're going to kick off with a live album ranking. And today it is Canadian singer, songwriter, musician Bryan Adams. He is a huge artist from Canada, estimated to have sold 75 million and singles and records worldwide. Pretty cool. Very big in his home country. 25 hits, 25 singles, and then a dozen more here in the UK, US and Australia. He's released quite a few albums, of course, which we've had a look at, and he has released 7 live albums. So let's have a look at these 7 albums. So coming in at number 7, we have Unplugged. Released in 1997, recorded at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City. This is at the time where MTV got everybody to do an unplugged set. And I've said this before, some work, some don't. Now he's joined here by Irish piper Dave Spillane and Michael Kamen, who did some orchestral songs for Bond and other sort of things as well. So on here we've got Bryan Adams on the lead vocals, guitars, dobro and harmonica, Patrick Leonard on an acoustic piano and organ, Tommy Mandel plays acoustic piano and organ, Keith Scott mandolin and slide guitar, Dave Taylor on bass, Mickey Curry on the drums as ever, Danny Cummins percussion, Dave Spillane on uranium pipes, low whistles and strings, and Michael Kamen as the arranger. So on here we get acoustic versions of Summer of '69, Back to You, Cuts Like a Knife, I'm Ready, Fits You Good, When You Love Someone, 18 Till I Die, I Think About It, You Wanna Be Bad, You Gotta Be Good, and Let's Make the Night Remember. A little medley there. The Only Thing That Looks Good on Me Is You, A Little Love Heaven, I'll Always Be There. Right, when you listen you think, God, they're really good songs, but listening to it, why put Celtic feel to some of these songs? Because it just didn't work. I thought MTV cashed in on people. Excuse me. So I'm not very keen on this one. It doesn't sound right. I don't want Celtic 18 Till I Die or Heaven. It just didn't work. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 5 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 6. And this is another acoustic album called Bare Bones. And it was recorded at various locations between 27th of May and 16th of June 2010. And it's basically Bryan Adams on guitar and harmonica and that, vocals, and Gary Barrett on piano. So on this one we've got You've Been a Friend to Me, I Am Here, I'm Ready, Let's Make a Night to Remember, The Pain, It Ain't a Party If You Can't Come Round, Everything I Do It For You, Cuts Like a Knife, Please Forgive Me, which is pretty good on its own, Summer of '69, Walk On By, Cloud Number 9, It's Only Love, Heaven, The Right Place, The Way You Make Me Feel, You're Still Beautiful to Me, Straight from the Heart, I Still Miss You, and All the Love. Yes, it's an acoustic album. Sounds a lot better than that Unplugged album, but it's just guitar and piano. Some of the songs sound good. Ones that I think sound pretty good on here are, I think Everything I Do For You sounds good as a acoustic track. Heaven sounds not too bad. And I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 6 out of 10. Coming in at number 5, this is Bryan Adams, The Bare Bones Tour, live at the Sydney Opera House. And it came out on Blu-ray as well, and it was recorded at the Sydney Opera House on August the 18th, 2011. Now it's a different set to the other one. You get Run to You on here, Back to You, Here I Am, I'm Ready, This Time, Flying, Can't Stop This Thing We Started, Heat of the Night, Everything I Do It For You, Cuts Like a Knife, Tonight in Babylon, Summer of '69, Walk On By Heaven, The Right Place, The Only Thing Looks Good on You Is Me, You've Been a Friend, You're Gone, Have You Ever Really Loved a Woman, I Still Miss You, Straight from the Heart. Now, of the two, this one works better. Firstly, it's done in the same place, so the acoustics sound good. The acoustic version of Run to You is pretty good. I quite like that. Can't Stop These Things We Started. It's quite pleasant as well. But out of the two, this is the better of these bare bones sort of things. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 6.5. Okay, then coming in at number 4, this came out last year in 2022, and it's Cuts Like a Knife, the 40th anniversary, live from the Royal Albert Hall. And I thought, oh, this will be good. You know, crowd in the Royal Albert Hall. And when you listen to it, you see it, it's just the band on the stage, no audience. So I don't know if this was actually recorded during COVID, but basically they go through the whole of Cuts Like a Knife. And we got Keith Scott on guitar, Pat Stewart on the drums, Sol Walker on bass, and Gary Barrett on keyboards with Brian. So the tracks here are the one and only, the only one, Take Me Back, This Time, I'm Ready, What's It Gonna Be, Don't Leave Me Lonely, Let Him Know, Best Has Yet to Come, Cuts Like a Knife, and Straight from the Heart. Great album. This is a strange one, but it's just plug in and go, and it sounds really good. It lacks atmosphere though, but it is a reasonable listen. I quite like it. It's a little bit different, okay, there's no clapping, but to just plug in and go and do it, he's brilliant. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. Okay, then coming at number 3, an album came out in the year 2000. It came out on DVD as well, and it's called Live at the Budokan in Tokyo. It was recorded between the 15th and the 16th June in Japan, of course. So on here we have got How Do You Feel Tonight, Can't Stop This Thing We Started, pretty good version. Summer of '69, always a good tune. Fits You Good, Everything I Do For You, Snooze Fest, Cuts Like a Knife, When You're Gone, that's pretty good. Have You Ever Really Loved a Woman, Get Away. Then we get this little blues jam, which is sort of pretty cool. You get If You Want to Be Bad, You Gotta Be Good, Let's Make a Night Remember, pretty cool thing. Cloud Number 9, You're Still Beautiful, Run to You, Please Forgive Me, The Best of Me. Now some of the tracks on here sound good. It's just the production's not very good. It spoils it, and some tracks sound really good and sometimes they don't. I don't know if it's I've heard lots of albums recorded at the Budokan, and this is probably one of the worst in my opinion, and it's not edited very well. It seems a bit amateurish. I don't know if the CD was an afterthought, but not very cut together properly. It's a bit, I think I could have done a better job. But for the songs on that, I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8 out of 10. Okay, then coming at number 2, from 1996. It's Live at Wembley, recorded at Wembley Stadium on the 27th of July 1996. Opens up with The Only Thing Look Good on Me Is You. Great version of it. Absolutely brilliant. Do It To You, sorry, good. Kids Wanna Rock, absolutely brilliant on here. Can't Stop This Thing We Started. I love that track. This time, 18 Till I Die really rocks. Have You Ever Really Loved a Woman? Pretty cool. Touch of the Hand, Cuts Like a Knife. It's Only Love that featured Melissa Etheridge doing the Tina Turner. Now, I've seen this with Tina Turner and Bryan Adams when Tina Turner played in the UK and Bryan came out and sang it with her. Funny place to come and see it in my hometown, but there you go. Everything I Do It For You, the crowd sort of sing that. Run To You is always good live. There'll Never Be Another Tonight. Great song that is, real rocks live. 7 Nights to Rock, another one that really sounds good. I Want to Be in Your Underwear. Let Me Do Wild Thing from the Trogs. It Ain't a Party If You Can't Come Round. She's Happy when She's Dancing. I love that song from Reckless. Summer of '69. All for Love. I've never really liked that song. Let's Make a Night to Remember. I Fought the Law, which is brilliant on here. And Heaven. Really good album. Now the sound. I've got live albums recorded at the old Wembley, like the one that's falling off. Let's put it back up. This one here, that recorded at the old Wembley, and there's a sort of echo because the old Wembley, the sound used to go underneath and it sort of bounced back. Now the new Wembley is different. There's not the vastness, and it sounds really good. And this is an absolute brilliant recording. I mean, I've got the Muse at Wembley Stadium. It sounds good as well. So anything recorded in the new Wembley sounds a lot better than the old Wembley. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8.8. But my favourite album, live album from Bryan Adams, is the one that came out in 1988, and it's called Live, Live, Live. It was recorded at the Rock Retro Festival in Belgium. One track was recorded in Tokyo. And the band for this one is Bryan Adams, David Taylor, Keith Scott, Tori Mandel and Mickey Curry. I've seen played with Bryan for such a long time. Opens up with the brilliant She's Only Happy When She's Dancing. Sounds great live. It's Only Love, a brilliant track live. Cuts Like a Knife, and probably the best version of Kids Wanna Rock. And the kids rocked. It sounds brilliant. Hearts on Fire sounds pretty good. Take Me Back, classic. The Best Is Yet to Come, Heaven, Heat of the Night, Run to You's wonderful on here. Then we get One Night Love Affair, which is a great track off Reckless, my favourite album, and live it sounds even better. Long Gone, Somebody, a version of Walking After Midnight, I Fought the Law, and then the last track is recorded in Tokyo, Into the Fire, when the sound is different. But I'll forgive him for that. Now I really love this album because it's got a lot of the songs off Reckless, and I think these are the definitive versions of them songs off Reckless. They're heavier, they've got more grunt, and Bryan was on fire. Absolutely brilliant album, and the production on it is pretty cool for an outside gig, and it was raining and it didn't seem to bother people because they had a fantastic time. And I've seen clips of this. There's 1 or 2 little clips of this concert on YouTube, and it looked like a fantastic gig. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 9 out of 10. So there we go, 1, 2 to go. Next up is the first part of the Gary Moore story that we're starting, and it's his first ever band, Granny's Intention. They only released 1 album, but it's a pretty good album, so I'll be looking at that. And then we've got Genesis Live, the BBC broadcast, so come and join me for that. Watch this one and then go and find the others, as if they're up, because it takes a little time to get 3 up. So, but if you're watching this like on a Saturday, the other two are there for you to watch as well. Okay, I'll see you very shortly. Bye for now.